Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily, the home bookkeeper, and on this channel I help business owners and fellow freelance bookkeepers navigate the ever-changing QuickBooks Online, while also sharing insightful videos like this on all things business ownership and finance. There is a ton of financial advice out there, ranging from bottom barrel scummy to great actionable money tips. It can be hard to know what's actually good advice and what you can skip on. So to find tips you can trust, here are some insights from women who work in the financial industry about the best advice they have personally ever received. Here are their favorite pieces of money advice. Tanya Van Court, founder and CEO of Goalsetter, says, "No matter how much money you make, you can have a wealthy mindset. People with a wealthy mindset use their dollars to build their own wealth instead of using their dollars to make others wealthy. That means having an attitude towards money that is more focused on how you can multiply it versus how you will spend it." Samantha Melting, Senior Vice President and Head of Consumer Bank Synchrony, is quoted to say, "The best advice I have ever received is to invest in you by paying yourself first. When you make yourself the priority, you are investing in your future self and positioning yourself to be financially resilient for whatever comes your way." Doing this has also created a positive relationship with money for her. It has given her opportunities to make smart decisions, reach new goals, and reduce the stress of unexpected financial challenges. Jessica Bielek, Chief Commercial Officer for Paceline, mentions, "The best financial advice I've received was from my parents. It was to always spend within my means and to approach my finances the same way I approach my career, my relationships, and my well-being. Set goals, show up, be intentional, and to be consistent. If you carve out a little bit of time each day or each week to stay engaged with your finances, like most wellness goals, it becomes muscle memory and allows you to achieve more than you thought possible." Michelle Brownstein, CFP Senior Vice President of the private client group Personal Capital, goes on to state that, "My dad taught me the importance of always saving a little something. For her 13th birthday, she received presents from many relatives and friends who gave her money as a gift. Her father helped her set up a brokerage account, and most of the money was deposited there. She says that she was allowed to spend a little bit on something fun. With the money in the account, she got to pick stocks to buy. Her and her father would sit down with the newspaper and look through the financial section to decide what to purchase. She bought only things she knew. Brands like Coke and Disney were her mainstays of her portfolio for a while." Holly Hines, Chief Marketing Officer of Consumer and Small Business Bank Wells Fargo, says, "The reality is that I didn't receive any financial advice growing up as a young adult." In fact, Holly states that she grew up in a single mom household filled with near constant financial stress. That experience definitely shaped her behavior and mindset about money. Saving, not living beyond her means, and taking risks within reason. Mary Kate Loftus, Senior Vice President, Director of Digital Banking, M&T Bank, states, "The best money advice I received was from my brother John, who is now Managing Director at Wells Fargo Capital Finance. When she started working back in 1999, he took the time to write her a letter full of financial advice. He made sure she knew about how to max out her 401k, to pay herself first, to develop a savings plan to help her live below her means, and to remember that she was accountable for her own financial health." Lorna Capusta, Head of Women Investors and Customer Engagement at Fidelity Investments, shares, "Save, save, and save some more. While this may not sound like groundbreaking advice, getting into the habit of saving is one of the most important first steps to start building a solid financial foundation." Jennifer Roberts, CEO of Consumer Banking at Chase, describes that my mom was a big saver. That was part of her philosophy. From an early age, she always taught me to save half of what I earned, whether it was from babysitting or one of my first jobs working at a local pharmacy. When I got older, I was able to use some of the money to buy bigger purchases like a car. And when I got my first professional job, I started maxing out my 401k and building a nest egg that I couldn't touch. I always wanted to be able to take care of myself and not have to ask anyone else for money. It's a lesson I learned from my mom and that I've passed down to my 3 kids. Lowell DeMissy, U.S. CEO, eToro, says that the most important part of investing is to stick around long enough to learn from the volatility and potential losses. Your technique gets better and you become more resilient as an investor. Jennifer Weinbeck, head of retail bank channels and operations at Capital One, says that she has learned that careers are made or lost during periods of change. When faced with the unexpected, most of us instinctively move into self-protective mode. We fear and resist what's different, mourn the loss of the status quo, and worry about the future. I was given advice early in my career to not succumb to the inertia, and instead to view change as a narrow window of opportunity and open the sash. You'll have a significant competitive advantage if you accept new circumstances quickly, identify new areas of leverage, and take action to capitalize on them. Jennifer DeRover, Vice President of Enterprise and Product Marketing at Synchrony, goes on to state, "My dad was a banker who cashed my first paycheck from my first official job when I was 16. He deposited all of my pay and only brought home a single $2 bill for me and a passbook showing the rest deposited, and said it's never too early to start saving. He told her to frame that $2 bill to remember the value of hard work in that special moment. She says that she still has it in her home office to this day, 33 years later." And there you have it. Some advice from the top women in the financial industry. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And for more business resources, my online self-paced home bookkeeper masterclass, business supplies, gadgets, must-haves, and more, make sure to check out edjconsultinggroup.com/resources, linked in the description box below. And of course, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you'll never miss an upload. If you have any video or tutorial requests, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And for even more behind-the-scenes content of life as a home bookkeeper, feel free to follow me on Instagram @EmmaDawn and connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you need more assistance, personal financial coaching, or bookkeeping and payroll management, feel free to email or visit edjconsultinggroup.com. My firm is fully inclusive and ready to help you along wherever you may be in your entrepreneurship or personal wealth building journey.